Want to go from dry, frizzy, emotionally damaged hair to did she just walk out of a salon without actually stepping out of your house or crying over your bank balance? Yeah, same. Because let's be honest, we all want salon hair but not salon prices or salon small talk. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a full salon-like hair spa at home that actually works. Not those random DIYs where you mix 7 kitchen ingredients and end up smelling like breakfast. This is realistic, effective, and gives you that soft, shiny, expensive hair look. So if your hair currently feels like a broom, don't worry, we're fixing that today. Step 1. Oiling. Oiling is where everything starts, but the goal here is nourishment, not suffocation. Pouring half a bottle of oil on your head won't magically fix your hair, it'll just make washing twice as annoying. A simple mix works best. Coconut oil as the base, a little castor oil for strength, and maybe a few drops of almond oil if you want that extra softness. Slightly warming the oil instantly makes it feel more like a spa and less like a chore. The real magic is in the massage. Slow, gentle movements, a few minutes of actually focusing on your scalp. It boosts circulation and honestly feels like stress relief. No aggressive scratching, no rushing through it like it's a task to finish. Let it sit for a while so your hair actually absorbs it instead of just carrying it around. Step 2. Steam. This is the step that quietly upgrades everything. Without steam, oil just sits there. With steam, it actually penetrates. Your hair cuticles open up slightly, which means all that oil you just applied actually absorbs instead of just making your hair look greasy. A simple hot towel is enough to create that effect. Dip a towel in hot water, squeeze out the excess, and wrap it around your hair for a few minutes. As it cools down, you can repeat it once or twice if you want that proper spa feel. It's not complicated, but it makes the whole process feel more intentional and effective. And you really don't need to go out and buy a steamer for this. If you have one, great, but if not, this towel method works perfectly fine and gives very similar results. Also, this step isn't just about absorption, it softens your hair, helps reduce dryness, and makes everything that comes after washing, masking, styling work better. Just make sure the towel is hot, not burning. We're going for spa vibes, not a life lesson. Step 3. Double shampoo. Now comes washing, and this is exactly where most people undo all their hard work without even realizing it. Instead of one quick, half-hearted shampoo and hoping for the best, a double cleanse actually makes a difference. The first wash removes oil, dirt, and whatever buildup your hair has been collecting all week. The second wash is where your scalp actually gets properly clean. Basically, the first one is cleanup, the second one is the real job. But technique matters a lot. Shampoo is for your scalp, not your lengths. Your ends are already dry and struggling, they don't need you scrubbing them like you're washing a pile of clothes after a bad day. Let the foam run down naturally, that's more than enough. And water temperature, I get it, hot showers feel amazing. Very therapeutic, very main character healing moment. But your hair hates it. Hot water dries it out and makes it rough. Lukewarm water is the compromise your hair actually deserves. And conditioner, please stop treating it like an optional extra. Leaving it on for a few minutes instead of rinsing it off immediately is the difference between meh hair and soft, manageable hair. Apply it to mid-lengths and ends only. Your scalp does not need conditioner, unless you're aiming for flat, greasy hair by tomorrow morning. Basically, if your hair still feels bad after all this, it's probably not your products, it's how you're using them. Step 4. Hair mask. This is the step where your hair finally starts looking like you've made some life decisions. Good ones. Yes, a store-bought mask will usually give faster, smoother, more expensive-looking results because, well, science. But if you want DIY options, there are some that work as long as you don't turn it into a full kitchen experiment. For dry, rough hair, curd with a little honey and a few drops of oil works really well. It softens your hair and adds shine. And for once, your hair won't feel like it's been through emotional damage. If your hair is frizzy and just refuses to behave, banana with honey is great, but only if it's blended properly. Because if it's not, congratulations, you've just signed up to pick banana chunks out of your hair for the next 30 minutes while questioning every decision that led you here. For something lightweight, Aloe vera gel with a bit of coconut oil gives hydration without making your hair look flat or greasy. If your hair looks dull and lifeless, an egg with a little curd can add shine and strength. And if you want to make any DIY feel slightly more salon-like, just mix in a little conditioner. It instantly makes the texture smoother, easier to apply, and your hair feels softer immediately. Like a shortcut, but we're not complaining. The main thing here, you do not need 10 ingredients. This is hair care, not a science fair project. Once it's on, leave it alone. Don't keep checking it every 5 minutes like something dramatic is going to happen. Wrap your hair or use a shower cap so it traps a little heat and actually absorbs properly. Which, by the way, is exactly why salon treatments feel more effective. Basically, apply it, relax, and let it do its job. Your hair doesn't need constant supervision. Step 5. Drying plus serum. What you do after washing decides everything. Rubbing your hair aggressively with a towel is probably the easiest way to bring back frizz. Gently squeezing out excess water or using a soft t-shirt keeps your hair smoother. When your hair is slightly damp, applying a small amount of serum or leave-in conditioner makes a huge difference. It seals moisture, adds shine, and makes your hair look polished instead of puffy. If you want that proper salon finish, a light blow-dry just elevates everything. Suddenly your hair has volume, movement, and that soft shine that makes it look expensive. Step 6. Maintaining that look. One spa day won't fix everything if your daily habits are chaotic. As much as we'd love a one-day transformation, hair doesn't work like a before-after reel. Soft, healthy-looking hair comes from small, consistent habits, oiling regularly, not overusing heat tools, being a little gentle while brushing, and not tying your hair so tight it looks like you're pulling your thoughts together. Even sleeping habits matter more than people think. A loose braid or a softer pillow surface reduces friction and keeps your hair smoother by morning. Otherwise, don't be surprised if you wake up looking like you lost a fight with your pillow. And trims, not exciting, not aesthetic, but very necessary. Split ends are not going to heal themselves no matter how many products you use or how much you ignore them. At some point, they just need to go. So yeah, that's how you get salon-like hair at home, without spending a fortune or stepping out. If you actually follow this properly and stay consistent, your hair will start feeling softer, smoother, and way more manageable. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Sending you a little hug through the screen. See you in the next one.